You know, we're always told that great leadership is all about understanding your people. But what if that's only half the story? Today, we are diving into a really powerful paradox. This idea that to truly lead other people, you have to start by taking a really difficult journey inward.
And look, Simon Sinek absolutely hits the nail on the head here. Empathy, right? That ability to genuinely connect with and understand your team, it's seen as the absolute foundation of great leadership. It's pretty much the starting point for every conversation we have about the topic.
Okay, but here's the twist. This is the central question we're tackling today. What if focusing all your energy outward, on your team, isn't actually the first step? What if the most effective path to understanding them is a journey through yourself? This is what we're calling the empathy paradox. It's a bit counterintuitive, I know, but it's so important. The idea is this. You just can't see other people clearly until you first had the courage to see yourself without flinching.
So this whole inward journey, it really starts with one thing, facing a mirror. And I don't mean a quick glance while you're brushing your teeth. I mean a long, hard, truly honest look at the person staring back at you. It's about asking that really tough question, who am I really, when nobody else is watching? This right here breaks down a battle that every single leader faces, and it's something Coach Tony Dungy talked about with his teams all the time. Just look at these two columns, perception versus reality. Over on the left, you've got the curated self, the person we project on social media, the public persona. And on the right, that's the truth, your real strengths, your real weaknesses, who you actually are when the pressure is on. Dungy's point was simple but powerful. Substance, not image, is what actually wins in the long run. And this quote just brilliantly illustrates the problem, doesn't it? We are masters of self-deception. We'll take that quick glance at our true selves in the mirror, maybe feel a little uncomfortable with what we see, and then we walk away and just forget. We choose the comfort of perception over the hard work of reality. So here's the crucial point. When you haven't done that hard work of looking in the mirror, you actually can't practice true empathy. It's impossible. Because you're not seeing your people for who they are. You're seeing them through this thick fog of your own stuff, your own projections, your biases, your assumptions. It's empathy in name only.
And because that real work is so incredibly hard, it is so tempting to look for a shortcut, right? A way to get the results of empathy without all that painful self-reflection. But let me tell you, that path leads absolutely nowhere.
And here it is, the 3-step hack to empathy. You've probably seen this in corporate trainings. Step 1, learn some active listening keywords. You know, what I'm hearing you say is. Step 2, memorize a few caring-sounding phrases. Step 3, roll out some new leadership framework. It's all just a performance. It's a hollow imitation of the real thing, and people see right through it. So what's the alternative to that empty shortcut? Well, let's look at a real-world example. Tim Duncan, one of the greatest to ever play the game of basketball, said he couldn't really remember his mentor, David Robinson, ever telling him how to be a leader. But what he did remember, vividly, was who Robinson was. He was a professional, a father, a man of unshakable character. Robinson didn't need to deploy a framework. He simply was the framework. He embodied leadership.
And that is exactly what we mean by embodied leadership. It's not a set of tricks you pull out of a toolbox when the situation calls for it. It's an authentic presence, a real connection that just flows naturally from the very core of who you are. It's your character, put into action every single day.
Okay, so you've faced the mirror. You've rejected the shortcuts. So how does this internal reality, this self-awareness, actually translate into action? How does it become real and tangible for your team? Well, it starts with finding this absolutely critical balance. Look at this. If you have high standards but no empathy, that's just brutality. It's crushing. But on the flip side, if you have empathy but no standards, you're just enabling mediocrity. A truly self-aware leader can hold both of these in perfect tension. They can push people with real compassion because they first learned how to do that for themselves.
And when you strike that balance, you create this incredible environment, a place where respect and kindness are the baseline, where it's safe to learn, not just to look good, where people are pushed beyond what they thought was possible, but they're always built up, never torn down. And maybe most importantly, a place where the whole team is focused on finding what's right, not just proving who's right.
This brings us to a really important point about sacrifice. We hear that phrase all the time, right? Sacrifice the me for the we. But here's the part we always seem to miss. You have to build a strong, secure, self-aware me First, you can't give away something you don't have. True sacrifice comes from a place of strength and wholeness, not from a place of self-erasure.
So as we start to bring this all together, let's focus on the ultimate goal here. This journey isn't just about being a better manager next quarter. It's about forging a legacy. It's about becoming the leader that you yourself always needed.
And that goal leads to a fundamental shift in your mindset. It's captured perfectly here. When you're really grounded in who you are, you stop working for applause and you start working for a cause. Your motivation becomes internal, not external.
And that flows right into this next idea. Your life stops being a performance designed to impress an audience, and it starts being an authentic way to express who you truly are. Your actions finally become a genuine reflection of your core values.
And maybe this is the ultimate test of embodied leadership. It's not about being the loudest person in the room, trying to make your presence known. It's about creating so much trust, so much value, that your absence is truly felt when you're gone. That kind of impact, you can't fake that. It has to be earned.
And so we come full circle, right back to Simon Sinek. But this quote lands differently now, doesn't it? After everything we've talked about, it's not just a nice sentiment anymore. It's a call to action. It's a personal mission to become the very leader you've always wished for.
So, in the end, it all comes down to a simple, direct, and deeply personal question. That internal work, it is the foundation for everything else. The mirror is waiting for you. The only question left is, will you have the courage to look?